Hi and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make cassava leaf stew. If you go to the African store or Afro-Asian store, they have them in the frozen section. Can you see that? Yeah, pundu. Pondu. They have already been ground or pounded, however they process them, and they're ready for use. Cassava leaves are very healthy. I remember back in the day, someone was sick and we'll pound this with a mortar, squeeze the juice out, give it to them with some milk, and they would drink. It was tasty and it brought energy, gave them energy, and it's a blood giver. If you're anemic, it's gonna help. So I've used it for someone like that before, but it's also delicious. This is really delicious. I'm gonna show you how I make it. Totally plant-based. So if you're African and you're going plant-based and you don't know how to make your food taste good because you're not putting any meat or any fish or any crayfish and all that stuff, I'm going to show you how I make my African dishes taste good without any of that. It's not totally thawed out yet, still frozen. So one packet like this can feed 2 people. You can get more if you want to feed more people. I'm going to add water. So I'm just going to cover this and let it boil just by itself. I'll let it boil for maybe 10 minutes before I add anything to it. I'm gonna add peanuts first. So I have peanuts here that have been ground, but they are raw. So you want to use raw peanuts with the skin on. Yeah, you can get this from Afro-Asian stores. So I've got just a half cup. For that quantity of cassava leaves, I have a half cup of raw peanuts that I've ground. I'm just going to put that in there. I'm going to put a drop of palm oil, just a little bit. So it has time to cook. I'm going to let that boil for 5 minutes. There are many recipes for cooking cassava leaves or yucca leaves. The one I'm doing today has a mixture of raw peanuts and some pumpkin seeds. So for that quantity of cassava leaves that I showed you, just one bag, I'm using half cup raw peanuts and 1 cup pumpkin seeds. So I'm gonna put some water in my pumpkin seeds, like so. I'm gonna put a bit of salt in there. So it has some flavor. If you want to make lumps in your pumpkin seeds or egusi, you just drop it like that. Let it drop in. And you don't stir after that. It's going to make lumps. I'll just cover it without stirring it for at least 15 minutes. And then I'll check how my lumps are doing. It's been cooking for 15 minutes. You see all my lumps? It's all lumpy. I'm gonna season it with salt. Like that. Miso cube. Some pepper. This is really spicy. This was dried habaneros and ghost peppers. Because I like spicy. I'm gonna mix that. It's usually cooked with a lot of fish, but to get the fishy flavor, I'm gonna use some sushi nori and some wakame flakes to recreate that flavor. This is wakame. I'm gonna put that in there. For the nori, I'm just gonna tear it out into the food. See, I've got about, let me see, 2 sheets. Yeah, I'm just gonna tear them in little pieces. Seaweed is great for iodine. For those of us who don't eat any animal protein, you wanna find some kind of seaweed and add to your diet. I use mostly nori and wakame in my cooking. So I also use nutritional yeast for extra flavor when I'm cooking. Especially food that usually will take stuff like crayfish and Maggi cubes, which I don't use. Nutritional yeast has that same flavor that we're looking for. So I'm going to put a little bit of nutritional yeast in there. And this is also fortified with vitamin B12. So it's actually good for especially people who don't eat any animal protein. I'm going to stir that in. I'm just gonna let that simmer again for another 10 minutes. It's done. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna serve myself some. As I said, that quantity can feed just 2 people. Because when I eat this, I eat a lot of it. Yeah. My cassava leaves cooked with peanuts and pumpkin seeds is done. My friend who taught me how to cook this when I used to eat in the house will eat this with cornmeal or fufu corn. But I like it with cassava or yuca. So there's my cassava or yuca. As I said, I eat cooked and raw. I have a sauerkraut on the side with avocado. That's what I'm gonna eat first before I eat my meal. And then I have some tempeh in a bowl. I'm gonna add that to my food and then I can enjoy. Now taste. It's so hot. Cannot wait. This is so good. So the seaweed makes it taste like I cook this food with fish, wakame and nori. This is life. Let me enjoy my meal. I'll catch you guys later.